Shoot. Alright. So, what do you call it? We're gonna do this again. Anyway, we're going to search this box. And, excuse me, that was really gross. It's like I'm gonna load a video. But, last time we had a little bit unlucky start. But, you know what? We ended up pretty good. Where's the knife? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a video started. Alright. Opener. Oh. I think they're like they're like they form like a like if you took the vertexes of a parallelogram, I think that's what the centers of the rolls are placed. But it's like a chain. It's hard to describe words. So in other words, they're stacked like this. They're stacked like that. So there's one row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Like that. That's how they look like. You can see, like, look. You can see that there's one on the left. So yeah, it's like parallelogram. I don't know, you probably get the point. Let's shut the hell up. There's a 2009 penny ender. There should be a roll kind of breaking out. No wheat penny enders. This box came from the same place as the other box did, like yesterday. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this thing started. That's it. Shoot, we might take out my garbage. About to watch my garbage can because it's filling up with so many wrappers that it's about to completely top off. Man, I'm a little bit like being pulled at both angles right now. Like I need to work on like getting like my weather. I have weather reports I'm a little behind on. I got videos I want to edit, but I also want to like stream Minecraft. I want to stream games. I not stream the game once this summer, and I'm over a weekend. I better get my shit together if I want to stream games. I'm not worried about not pleasing my audience. I just want to, you know, do games because I haven't done that in a while. $59 Philly, look at that. I mean, that's not a wheat penny, of course. That's a really shiny 59. I'm gonna keep that to the side there. I don't know why. I always just find these random 59s. They're just shiny, but in the 70s, I'm not gonna say never find them because I find them shiny kind of often. $17 Philly. Woody. Oh, that's a really strong woody effect on this penny. And the lines. Oh, that's an old-ass Canadian penny. 1940 Canadian penny. That was American. That would have been a wheat penny. That's mint. Small date, 1982. Copper. But, and there goes the penny. But honestly, you gotta have that Denver. To this, the 1982 Denver small date in the copper variant is an interesting story. A couple of them were found, and they are valuable. However, although, again, it's like, 1982 was a transitional year. Oh, there's a 47 Denver. First sweet penny. That's nice. So 1982 was a transitional year for the penny. We stopped making copper pennies and started making zinc copper cladded pennies instead. So some 1982s are copper, most of them are actually, and some 1982s are zinc. Here's a 1982 small date copper. If I put it there, it's gonna be zinc. The Denver Mint has denied the existence of 1982 coppers. However, with that being said, there have been a couple that have been found. I think roughly around 5 of them. So there are a couple that exist, but they are very few and far between. Most likely there is a hopper of Platchets, and the very last amount of copper Platchets that arrived at the Mint in Denver got struck in the 82 small dates, and then the rest of them were zincs. And these pennies were unknowingly distributed amongst the American populace. Today, they're very rare, and they demand a good price for them. 17 Philly. Sweetie. 2 of them. 1956 Philly and 1944 Philly. That is number 1, and, whoopsie, there was number 2. That's nice. That's nice to know. We got 2 Wheaties in one roll. Not insanely rare, not insanely common. Bicentennial. You know what we need to normalize in society? And before someone gets scared about what I'm about to say, I think it's a good thing. We need to make iPhones have SSD slots. Like, I can take an SSD card, like a micro SSD card, shove it right in my phone, download my videos there, and just export. That would be so amazing. I mean, one of the best things with technology in modern day is that we're switching to the USB-C charge ports, which are the best. I do not care. I will die on the hill. They're way better than anything else for, like, small electronics. We need to switch everything to, like, one universal thing. But come on. And by the way, can we please put a home button on the side of the phone? Just 17 Philly. Or like on the side of my iPad. Because it gets annoying because I have to swipe up, especially when I'm on the keyboard. It's Bicentennial. Hey, come on, I'm sorry, 10 rolls in, we should have 10, we should have 2 wheat pennies, we got 3, so a little bit above average. We're doing it better than we did last time. But honestly, can anybody else agree with me? If anybody ever watches this. Can we, like, actually normalize putting SSD slots into phones? Please. Because I have a huge video I'm trying to edit, and I can't get it off my phone. I've tried uploading it, I've tried doing what else to it, and I couldn't get it. So, I don't know what brand of gloves these are, but if you're like a doctor, I don't recommend working with them. They can rip. Imagine you're doing something like a sensitive surgery and you like a GI surgery, boop, done. And you just place your finger in the most infected part of the human body, the intestines. Bicentennial. Oh, Wheat Benny. 39 Philly. Old one. Not too uncommon. Oop. That's a horrible waste crack. Let me get that and stop. Oh, another Wheat Benny. That's probably another one right under. Yep, it is. Yay, yeah, we're doing way better than we were yesterday. Better today than yesterday. 57 Denver and a 52 Denver. Another one. That is number 5, and that is number 6. Good shit. $17 Philly. 17 Philly. Here's a bicentennial penny. I'm gonna go to the restroom after I get this roll burned through. Yeah. I'll be right back. I need to go use the restroom. Give me about 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, I'm back. Gotta seal that ring off. Good grief. Committed a war crime in that room. The bathroom. And I'm not gonna elaborate anymore because you don't need to know. And neither do you want to. I mean, you know what? Maybe I need to stop playing PlayStation for a second. Maybe I'm gonna see if I can work on my demolition video. Because I'm gonna start driving so much, I'm gonna delete my video. I'm gonna have to get to my purge, which means that I'm gonna have to purge my camera. I have like a dash cam, and I recorded a bit of my footage on that dash cam. I better work on that, so I don't have to, because I'm gonna have to purge it. Anyway, time to get back into this. We have 6 rolls. We should have 4, and wheat pennies. We have 6, so we're doing better. Sweetie. $54 Denver. Number 7. Bicentennial. Ready? Man, I'm a little bit nervous. For the amount of copper I'm going to generate roughly 9 buckets a year. If I keep going this way, I'm going to have to buy a shed and stuff all these drums of copper inside. I'm genuinely being serious. Right now, I'm almost contemplating getting a shed and storing all the copper in there. My problem is if I do that, it's unsecure, even though I live out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I could probably store them in my... If I ever get a new house and I get mine built, I could store them there. The transfer of those places is going to be a pain in the ass. $53 Denver. Number 8. Let me check if that's right. If that's it. I have 8. Oh, but that's 8. I forgot to mention that this roll and another roll ago, we would just reach halfway point. So I have a calculation. I could be generating roughly $2,000 in copper pennies a year. That is stupid. Hello, viewer. Goodbye, viewer. Oh, there's a 48 Philly just staring me right back in the face. Another one. That is number 9. Doing a lot better than I was last night, I'll tell you that. This had a minor lemon. And their Canadian penny that's really shiny. Pretty. Estimate. Seventeen Philly. Alright, we are 30 out of 20, or 30 out of 50 rolls in. We have 6 sweet pennies. We have 8, or no, we have 9 actually. Almost the box average. One more and we'll hit that box average. Bicentennial. making me Philly. You would almost think that this is a wheat penny, but this is actually a very, very, very weathered and corroded memorial penny. There's an estimate. Spice Centennial. Smith. Man, no weak pennies in that entire group, I don't think. I mean, oh yeah, there could be one in here. I might actually think about boxing these pennies up. Like, I've been contemplating, like, you know... Oh, hello, viewer. Like, you know what? Maybe I should box them up, because... Have you ever tried to carry $250? Oh, you're gone. Try carrying $250 of copper pennies. You can't. You absolutely cannot. You have to be one of the strongest people in the world in order to do that. It's 150 plus pounds. You can drag it though. But once it goes down in elevation, it won't be going back up. So if you ain't getting that up the stairs. You want guys, you want to try to steal my buckets of copper pennies? Go right ahead. Go on. You're going to have to haul hundreds of pounds up my stairs before I notice. Anyway, no wheat pennies in that group, but we have 9. All we gotta do is reach 1 wheat penny, and then we have got it. Another dime. Oh, I got a little excited. I thought I saw closed AM, but it was actually on 95. Damn. That could pay off a good chunk of my card payment if I found one of those. I tell ya. Sweetie. 44S. Yay, we got an S-Mint. That'd be number 10, and that is box average. I spent. Reedy. 453 Denver. That's number 11. Oh boy. Ah, gross. Gross. Oh gosh. Oh, another wheat penny. Wow. 42 Philly. That's not. What am I doing? It's number 12. Three rolls left. Philly. All right, Centennial. Hello, viewer. Oh, copper in this one. Hey, hello. Probably one of my regular viewers. Thanks for liking. Hi, Abbott. Hey, Abbott. Hey, how's it going, dude? How's it going? Good grief, look at all that copper. My basement may be a little bit big, but this copper is going to fill up pretty easily. Again, I could roll it. I might roll them. My problem is that's like every 50 rolls. That's cost me $2. So I might as well just bucket them up. $250 per bucket and store them. That roll right there is the last roll we got today. So unfortunately, you joined very, very late. Sorry, man. Oops. One more roll. Can we get one wheat penny? Damn, this light is dying very, very fast. Yay, we got a lucky wheat penny from the end. Let's go. Oh, and there's Canadian penny right there. Look at that. Where'd it go? I swear I saw. Oh, and would you look at that? Hey, we got a dime from the roll. It's the second time that's happened. I just saw a Canadian penny in here. Where'd it go? I'm tripping. It's probably under a penny. 45 Philly. 9 cents ahead. No kidding. Yes, if you're going to ask, dimes can and usually do find themselves in penny rolls, although it's a little uncommon. I'd say probably 1 out of 1,000 to 1 out of 500 to 1 out of 1,000. It's because dimes are smaller, and when they actually sort pennies and coins, they do not sort by face. They are sorted by size. So if you took foreign coins, for example, let's say, again, like a Canadian penny. A Canadian penny will actually be counted as a United States penny because, again, machine sorts by size, and then it sends those in the channels under the sensors. So what happens is that because dimes are actually just a little bit smaller than pennies, they just so happen to get themselves stuck in the penny rolls. It's very easy to do. The machines can get most of the dimes out, but a couple of little stragglers find themselves in. Like all these 5 dimes were found in penny rolls so far. Look at that. I might just keep a jar for every dime I find in a penny roll. That'd be funny. Alright, that's done. We got... Wait, I think we counted that 1 wheat... Wait, I don't think we counted that 1 wheat penny, so we have 13. We have 13! That's good. 13 wheat... Oh my gosh, these poor people. They joined at the later part. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get the stats. Let's start rattling it off. So yeah, guys, we're going to start developing a problem. We're going to start getting a lot of copper pennies. And I estimated, let's see, so my average is about 620 pennies per box. You time in 620, right? Times this by 365. Whoops, what the hell happened there? 620 times 365. And you divide that by 100. That's how many dollars in copper pennies we'll get per year. 2,263. That is enough to fill 9 buckets. Let's see, so yeah, hold on. 620 times 365, divide by 100, divide by 250, times 5. 45.25 gallons of copper pennies. 45 gallons of copper a year. 9 buckets. Dude, I have 3, and that's a lot. 9? Let's see. It was day 147, right? So 365 minus 147 days times 620. And from here until December 31st, we could generate 1,351 $51.06 of copper pennies. Holy mackerel. I will lose spending money though, which, you know what, whatever. It's money, right? It's not like I'm buying, it's not like I'm buying an action figure. No offense to people that like action figures. It's not like I'm buying an action figure and then like there's it's arguable how much it's worth. A penny is worth 1 cent, but the copper is worth 3. So 620 times 365 and then divide it by 100. If I sold that for 3 times its price, I can make $4,000 a year, $4,500 a year. That's not enough to live on, but dude, if I actually did that, I'd be actually increasing my annual salary by like 50%. But you guys know what the problem is. There's no one to buy my copper, and that means there's no money going to me. So we're gonna have to figure out how to work around that. Okay, let's go to Coinbatch data, Safari, press the Safari button. Oh, and let's go enter in the data for how much copper, or how much... Man, that battery is dead. Okay, so day of the search, 5/27/2025. We searched 2,500 pieces. Batch name is Pennybox128. Put in the address where I bought that box out. Because I actually am now... that one came from Urbana, Illinois. I found out that outside of Chicago, Urbana is the best place for pennies. In terms of chases, Bloomington, Illinois has got 1 chase. Springfield, Illinois has 2. Peoria has 1. So those are 4 chases together, those 3 towns. But Champaign, Urbana's got 5 of them combined. Bloomington, Illinois has 1 chase, and Champaign, Urbana has 5. And Champaign, Urbana is roughly the same size as Bloomington and has quintuple the amount of chases. Alright, so we found 13 wheat pennies, bicentennial pennies. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, we got 9 of those. 2017 Phillies. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 of those as well. We got 3 of these Woodies, 2 of these Canadians. Oh, and we need to find how many copper pennies we got. So we got to count all these pennies. No worries. I have a machine that does that for me. Okay, let's dump these bad boys. How many did we get? Oh, crap. We got a little straggler. Yep, we got a dented up copper penny. Nope. Gotta go height restrictor. Then we gotta go to the belt feeder. Second, so 640 copper pennies. About 20 above average. Our average is about 620 copper pennies per batch. Let's see. So we can actually calculate the percentage, which roughly we get 22% coppers. 620 divided by 2,500. Multiply by 100. 24%. So that's 2.8% above what we usually get. Good. And all that data for the amount of coin batches. Every time you hear me, oh, do this. This is where they're going. So there's today's batch. And, they said something box, but it didn't like say penny. So you can see each box. That's the amount of wheat pennies we've been finding right here. Look at that column. Man, so far since we started this, we've been finding 170 wheat pennies. That is stupid. I find an average of 10 wheat pennies every single box, and I do an average of about 2 boxes a month, but I can do extras. So like even just like from my base amount, like times 2 times 12, I usually make 240 wheat pennies a year, and we're about to crack through that. So we're gonna take this, dump that back in there. Canadians, we're gonna dump the Canadians back there. S-mints, we're gonna dump you right there. And Woodies, we're gonna dump you right there. 09s, we're gonna dump you back over into the 09 spot. And copper pennies, we're gonna dump that into the copper bucket. Just give me a second. We're about to end the stream, by the way. Rip this tag off of the box, and the box goes into my closet. Now, you know what? Let's give you guys behind the scenes video.